Savings are here. Find the perfect gift at your local Steel dealer or shop the Steel Holiday Gift Guide at steelusa.com. That's STIHLUSA.com.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning. It's a Wednesday again on the Roundtable on WGNS. Glad to have you with us. And this will be our Christmas show. We have been fortunate for the last couple of years to have a funny and fun Christmas show with a great family. And because it is family time, and we're happy to be able to repeat that this year with the Martin family, formerly known as the Martin Family Circus. Now they are Rockland Road, but in my mind, they have their own little circus as well. And they're all here. Guys, how are you?
What's up?
All right.
Good.
Well, they're all here but one. Mom and Daddy, Paul and Jamie are here. We've got March and Kel and Texas, but Talent, the youngest of the bunch, not feeling great today.
No,
So
strep throat is going around.
By magic, we're going to have her on the show singing, but she's just not going to be here to talk with us.
Yes,
that's correct.
Is that right, Paul?
Yeah, when she gets to feeling better, she'll add to a part.
Yeah, that's right. So it's all magic. Just be listening later.
No, we're just going to FaceTime her real quick.
That'll work. It's crazy that it's been a couple of years, and I, again, really appreciate you guys inviting me up to Hendersonville here in your studio to put this together. And we had so much great reaction the last time we did this, and it's going to be fun again here today. We're going to have some music, we're going to have some conversation, and more. But you guys have been just crazy busy the last couple of years since we did this. But you know, we've talked a lot on the phone and stuff. Kind of what all's been going on?
Well, a lot of traveling. I mean, and there's certain times of the year when we don't see a lot of home. We see mostly, the road, and we're out doing shows, mostly in spring, summer, fall, and even winter will come and we'll go into Christmas shows. Usually have a little bit of time off the first few months of the year to kind of regroup, record new music. And we actually have some brand new music coming very, very soon that we're super excited about. So I've been working on it really hard, a lot of time in the
last
studio.
couple of years, ever since the pandemic kind of, as we've gotten further away from that, our live appearances have grown. We've really been, I think the last couple of years have definitely been the busiest years we've ever had so far.
Yeah. So, and I keep up with you on social media, and, there's not a state fair that you guys don't love, because you all go around the country and you find a good way to go to warm spots when it's cool and cold,
Yes.
and chillier spots when it's hot in the summertime. So that's pretty good scheduling on somebody's part.
Yeah.
Florida hates to see us coming in January.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready. They'll be there. Since this is a music program today, let's jump into the first one. I know you guys we've got some songs picked out today, and since there's a lot of love in the room, we want to send it out to everybody, because all you need is love, right?
That's right.
Woo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All I need is love. Oh yeah. All I need is love. Yeah. Oh, all I need is love, love, coordinated Bentleys, watches Cartier just sent me a 60-inch in every room, but all I wanna see is you. I got the cash to take vacations to a beach in every nation. I don't wanna be a Scrooge, but I'm not going without you. Santa don't know what to get me. I just wanna see my baby. All I need is love. Oh yeah. All I need is love. Yeah. Oh, all I need is love, love, love. All I need is you, baby. All I need is you, baby. All I need is love, love, love. Diamonds on mistletoe, but that can't buy you love, you know. And yeah, I'd give it all away for just the chance to see your face. I'd take a jet, a hop, a train. Maybe Rudolph knows the way to where you are this Christmas Eve. Just one kiss is all I need. Santa, won't you come and get me? And take me where I find my baby. All I need is love. Oh yeah. All I need is love. Yeah. Oh, all I need is love, love, love. All I need is you, baby. All I need is you, baby. All I need is love.
Christmas.
Santa, won't you come and get me, yeah, and take me where I find my baby. All I need is love. Oh, for Christmas, all I need is love. Yeah, oh, all I need is love, love, love. All I need is you, baby. All I need is you. And Santa, bring my baby, 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 please. All I need is you, baby. All I need is love, love, love.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. What a great way to start. And I just want to know, does Sesame Street or Jim Henson get royalties on that song at all?
I don't know, but I'm telling you right now, that just really takes me back to watching Sesame Street, The Muppet Show. I mean, I grew up with all Kermit the Frog and all that, so oh my goodness, I love to sing. That's immediately what it reminds me of.
Absolutely, no question about it. Kel, I saw some stuff on social media with you back in November. You had the opportunity to go with your granddad.
That's right.
For folks who don't know, Jamie's dad and Kel's in March in Texas granddad is Dwayne Allen, the lead singer of the Oak Ridge Boys. And so you got to go as his +1 to the CMA Awards. So you were Mr. Big Time.
I was.
So how much fun
yes.
was that?
That was incredible. I was so overwhelmed the whole evening, just being around all these people that I recognize, that I know and respect, and just being in the same room as them and looking around and being like, oh, I know them, I know who that is. It's a feeling like no other, and I'm just so glad that he invited me to even be a part of it. And he's kind of been making the rounds with everybody. With Texas, she went with him to the Country Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. What was that, last month?
Or
2 months ago?
October 20th,
Yeah,
I think it was.
right.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That had to be a lot of fun. I mean, and of course that show was, I mean, I've a lot of people have been complaining about the CMAs. Oh, that's not country or whatever. But so much came out of the Brooks and Dunn and Jelly Roll confab. Did you all see that? And it was super moving.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was really good. I mean,
Is
there
it
a
me?
lot of the
I don't know about you, Chip. Have you noticed that here lately all the country stars have like inanimate objects for them? We have Jelly Roll and Post and I don't know. It's the new trend, I guess.
All I know is Kel went to the CMA Awards and sat right behind Lainey Wilson, and he didn't bring her home.
And you being the young guy or the old guy in the bunch, but still young enough to in Lainey Wilson's in her aura, I guess. I don't blame you either for being mad about that.
Hey, you know.
He didn't even get her number, talk to her, nothing.
That's right. Exactly.
He's too shy.
Well,
too bad.
One thing, he was there, Jamie, because since we last had you on, your mom, the wonderful Miss Nora Lee, who went into the Kentucky Country Music Hall of Fame, passed away. And in Christmas time is a time where comings and goings and family and it's going to be different because you don't have your mom around this year.
Yeah, it's a really sad thing. She's with me every day. I always wear some of her jewelry or something, you know. Well, the kids do too. I mean, we've all got little pieces of her around us always, so I feel like she's still with us. But yeah, she died on Easter Sunday. So she was born on Valentine's Day, came into the world as a Valentine and went home on Easter Sunday. So it's very fitting. She lived a full life and got to do what she wanted for a living and bless a lot of people and have music surrounding her and family that loved her. So, you know, what more could you ask for? She lives on in all of us. So it's definitely going to be sad. It's sad for my dad especially. But she would not want us sitting over in the corner crying. She'd say, get those Christmas lights turned on and y'all get in here and get some music playing and open some gifts and y'all have fun together, you know. So.
Kel was telling me that there was a Christmas closet in her house that you found.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's full of, I mean, well,
Kel's my source of information, by the way.
We don't need no Google.
There's two. There's a Christmas closet that has all the Christmas decorations, which could probably decorate, Macy's department stores single-handedly from her stash of decorations. And then she has another closet that's like her gift wrap closet, but it's also full of gifts. And so it's like a little store that you can go in there and go shopping. She just loved to bless people with little things all the time.
At her funeral, it was interesting. One of Jamie's cousins got up and spoke. And she just said, it was a good crowd of people there too. And she said, now I'm taking a little survey here. She said, if my aunt, if she ever gave you a piece of gum or candy, or she bought your groceries, paid your house payment or water bill, your health insurance, whatever. It said, raise your hand. And I'm not kidding you. You could not believe how many hands went up.
99.98% of the hundreds of people that were there, even though there was a tornado that day.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people couldn't come because of weather, and it was packed. And it looked like the whole room raised their hand. Everybody had on a piece of jewelry from her or something. They just had a story. So
she was a special lady for sure.
She was.
And on the not being sad about it front, even with her funeral, Grandma, while she was alive, always would say stuff like, look, I don't want a sad funeral. Y'all be happy. Look, I need a popcorn wagon and y'all have fun. We're going to be singing fun songs. So we made sure that at her funeral that they wheeled out the popcorn wagon and we made a big sign with the quote. And I went and had some balloons blown up that were Valentine's colors. And so it actually, in a weird way, it was a fun day. To everybody had a good time remembering what a extraordinary person she was.
We got to sing some of her favorite hymns too, just together, like a sing along, and that felt just really sweet. Like I'm glad we got to do that too.
Well, that's a great tribute, and she was such a tender, sweet lady. And so, in honor of that, how about she lived in Tennessee for a long time in her life? How about Tender Tennessee Christmas for her?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Ready?
Come on, weatherman, give us a forecast, snowy white. Can't you hear the prayers of every childlike heart tonight? Rockies are calling, Denver snow falling. Somebody said it's 4 feet deep, but it doesn't matter. Give me the laughter, I'm gonna choose to keep. Another tender Tennessee Christmas, the only Christmas for me, where the love circles around us like the gifts around our tree. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see. But a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me. Every now and then I get a wandering urge to see maybe California, maybe tinsel towns for me. There's a parade there, we'd have it made there. Bring home a tent for New Year's Eve. Sure sounds exciting, awfully inviting. Still I think I'm gonna keep another tender Tennessee Christmas, the only Christmas for me, where the love circles around us like the gifts around our tree. Well, they say in LA it's a warm holiday, it's the only place to be. But a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, you know I wanna be home. Well, I know there's more snow up in Colorado than my roof will ever see. But a tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me, yeah. A tender Tennessee Christmas is the only Christmas for me.
More of the Roundtable Christmas show after this on WGNS.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Fellas, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low testosterone. Don't wait. Get checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results with testosterone therapy, or TRT. And for established patients, they offer the convenience of physician-monitored at-home TRT with advanced personalized plans that include both lab testing and self-inject medication. Low T Center makes it easy, shipping directly to your door. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Oh, I know it's a busy time, but this is also a time of giving. And I need you to give a moment of your time to fill out the special census for Murfreesboro. Go to murfreesborocensus.com It only takes a couple of minutes, and you'll do a lot for our community. Go to murfreesborocensus.com. Fill out the special census today. Can Santa count you in? Ho, 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 ho.
Alan Butcher was one of many local residents who only went to Adams Place.
Of course, Adams Place, in my mind, is the premier senior care facility, not only in Murfreesboro, but in the immediate area. We're very happy here and so glad we came.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial across from Walmart.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the law offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
I've got pests, bees, buzzing, rodents running all through my house. Ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
Merry Christmas to you from all of us here at WGNS. This is the final week for the White Oak Holiday Bazaar, and that's over at the Art Center of Cannon County in neighboring Woodbury. There are 2 free grief support groups here in our community. One is every Wednesday morning at 10 at the St. Clair Street Senior Center, and the other is a walking grief support group the next morning at 9:30. And they meet in the Picnic Pavilion at Oakland's Mansion. And again, they're both free. Well, I guess you heard how that Grinch came in to the Boy Scout Troop 197 and stole almost 100 Fraser fir Christmas trees. That created a loss of around $12,000 for the Scouts. Let's get behind them. They still have a few trees left. Boy Scout Troop 197 is selling trees at the Fellowship United Methodist Church. That's at 2511 the New Salem Highway. And this weekend brings the final drive-through Christmas tree lights at Cannonsburg Village. Don't forget, the first day of winter is this Saturday morning. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
Periods of showers and storms here early this afternoon. Otherwise cloudy skies with temperatures steady early, then slowly falling throughout the day. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low near 34. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS. Currently, it's 63.
We're powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your friends at MTE. May your holidays be full of light, laughter, and cherished moments. Here's to a joyful season from everyone at Middle Tennessee Electric.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable Christmas Show here on WGNS. Chip Walters with you from Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates, and the Blue Raider Network. And one of my favorite families, we are here with the band Rockland Road. It's the Martin family in Hendersonville, and they have been so kind to have us and be part of this show again this year. We talked in the last segment about Miss Nora Lee, Jamie's mom, who went into the Kentucky Country Music Hall of Fame. Just so happens that Mr. Paul is the newest member of the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame.
And
how about that?
Well, it's kind of surreal because for the last 20 years, I've always been the music director up there and I put together the bands, take them up there to play for the artists. And, over the last 20 years, I've played from, Dwight Yoakam's gone in, just so many people that we've played for. And then, I was, of course, my years with Exile and Exile's in it. So I'm kind of in there kind of in a double way. But when they told me last winter that I was going in, it was kind of like, what? And I mean, it just still hadn't sunken in because you just go, wow. But does that mean I'm old now? Does that mean?
No, you're just you're the young Hall of Famer, but just your experience.
Yeah, not old.
Your experience.
There you go. That's
now, did they give you the night off? Did you have to still put the band together?
You know, they offered to do that, but I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do it, and because I love doing it, I love playing that. I still enjoy playing music, and so that's a lot of fun. And a couple of Kentucky boys who played. I take up this time Rick McClure, who played with Jerry Reed and Trisha Yearwood and all those type people, and Connie Smith. He and I did a Connie Smith record together. Great drummer, and he needs to be in there too. And Roger Eaton, who played with Lori Morgan, Joe Diffie, Barbara Mandrell, and he played for the Oaks.
Yeah,
it's funny. Roger's kind of like a brother, and I think half the Oaks band now are friends of mine. That they find out somebody's leaving. Hey, could you talk to them? When I put in a word, and Dwayne will say, well, tell me about Roger. And they loved him. He was there for several years. And during the pandemic, he got off the road. But he still plays. But I love playing with my friends like that, too.
And March and Kill.
And they played this time, too.
And worst of all.
No, it's funny because for the years I've done it, they were so little. And now they're at a point where I know that they'll learn their parts and come in ready. And we got to play for Dean Dillon and Bobby Mackey.
Virgil Simpson?
Yeah.
So Dean Dillon went in. Dean is the guy who wrote Tennessee Whiskey.
Right.
I mean, so what an honor to play behind that guy. And man, he was so cool. He walked in, had on this like leather jacket, long hair down to his belt, and he was just the coolest guy. And I was just like asking him all these stories, and he's been around forever. So he'd worked with everybody.
Gary Stewart went in this year in the class I'm in. And
right.
You probably remember him, I'm sure.
Do.
I mean, what a cool talent. I mean, she's acting single. I mean, what a song.
Outside of, there's the, your friend Marty Stewart is such a historian and is the Kentucky, I guess, branch of the country music tree. Is it more tied to the Carter family in East Tennessee, or more tied to the Jimmy Rogers portion from out west? Because Marty says there's basically two lineages in country music, and it's one or the other.
If I was thinking, when I think of some of the earliest inductees in the Kentucky Hall of Fame, first off, there's Bill Monroe,
right,
and then a guy. It was interesting. There's people in the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame that you don't even realize are from Kentucky. Lionel Hampton, the jazz vibraphone. I mean, he's in there. He was from Louisville. And Jackie DeShannon, remember Jackie? What the world is? She was a Kentucky girl. We actually, when she did her induction about 4 or 5 years ago, I was the band, and she needed vocalists. There was no budget, so the Rock and Roll Gang got up there and sang with her.
All the kids.
My kids will do it for free. Get on up here, kids.
But no, the beauty was they could do it.
We got to sing "What the World Needs Now" with her and all
Love,
those.
Sweet Love. That was a Burt
Yes,
Bacharach,
it was
right?
great.
Yeah.
And put a little love in your heart.
And what's wild is that
Yeah.
Jackie DeShannon wrote Betty Davis Eyes and Put a Little Love in Your Heart.
Yeah.
Those are, I mean, she was a very, her life is just so fascinating. And I mean, she hung out with Jimmy Page and all the Led Zeppelin guys. I mean, that was her, the Beatles, they were like,
And Tex, that had to be it had to be fun for you to be around her.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember, because I was a very, like, when I was, how old would I have been when we sang with her? Was
about
it like
13 or 14?
13
Yeah,
or 14.
and
And it was cool to see her because she was like, I'm blonde and she was blonde, and I was like, whoa, she's like kind of like me, like, that's I just really looked up to her, and so it was very cool to get to know her, and like she was just the sweetest person.
Spent some time.
She showed up on stage. Some of the artists show up, and we're almost a little nervous because we don't know if they're going to like what we're doing or they're going to be
Yeah.
And she walked in there. She's very quiet, and we said, "You ready to run the song?" And drummer counts it off. We start playing it. And then it comes time for them to sing. And when we started singing, they started singing. She looked back and just stopped. She goes, I mean, she just, as a parent, you're, it's a proud moment. She's going,
yeah.
Her jaw dropped.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because, like, I have grown up around, like, my parents that have both been so musically inclined where they know, like, I mean, they've just been around it their whole lives. And they've really, I guess, because of that, we've grown up and they've just taught us about so many legendary musicians and so much music history that it's funny that, like, I don't even realize how much of it that my friends just don't, Like if I had told someone like I sang with Jackie DeShannon, they would know her name, but for me I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is crazy." Cuz I knew who she was because of my parents and she's such a legendary musician and it was really cool.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say that's one of the things I love about these kids is that they have such an appreciation for music that Paul, Jamie, and I all grew up with.
Sure.
Stuff.
Right.
So,
All levels, all decades, all genres.
A lot of fun.
You know.
A lot of fun. Time for another tune.
Oh, yes.
And,
Okay.
let's get into that. I think you're going to do What Child Is This, correct?
Yes.
This song is really funny, Chip. Before we started performing with the kids, like it's been about 12 years. We were singing together for fun, and around was it about 2011 or 12, something like that, maybe a year into it. We got to where we would go Christmas caroling to our neighbors,
right?
And we go around like we went to Marty's and Connie's, so go knock on their door. They loved it. But anyway, this song here was kind of born out of one of our Christmas carol. Remember, we started doing these songs just when we initially started learning Christmas songs. But y'all ready?
Yeah.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthem sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him light, the babe, the Son of Mary. So bring him incense, gold, and myrrh, compassionate King to own him, the King of Kings, salvation brings. Let loving hearts enthrone him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him light, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him light, the babe, the Son of Mary, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Wow, that was so nice. Thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
That was terrific. You know, I met you guys probably the first time when you sang the anthem at an MTSU game. You guys have been continually doing that. And now I think, Tex, you were probably 13 or 14 maybe.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
When I first met you guys. And March had not grown his hair out yet. And,
That's right.
And you know, all that kind of stuff. And Kel's, he kind of had the Peter Brady voice that hadn't quite changed yet.
And no beard. No beard at that time.
And probably
either, right?
braces.
Yeah,
And
you did have braces.
Braces, and maybe, did I have a broken anything at the time?
Broken arm.
I was breaking a lot of bones at this period.
On accident, yes.
Now, but you know, it's fun to watch you guys grow up. And 2 years ago when we did this, March had just recorded Caroline, and we did that on the show. Now you've you guys, I mean, Kel's put out some stuff. I've seen that. March has continued to put out some stuff. And so we're going to kind of break away from Christmas just a little bit. So, March, in this season of love, let's talk a little bit about another song, LOA, and tell us about that and then kick it off there, Wichita.
See, my crew gets that.
That's right. They do.
My crew strike us up one in the key or D. That's right. No, so a couple years ago,
he was dried out.
That's right. Exactly. A few years back, I had sat down one day. I knew that we needed some new songs, and we had just recorded Caroline. And I'm always thinking about what's going to be next. And so I called upon some of my favorite songwriters in the world, namely Mr. Greg Barnhill, who, if you don't know who that is, he wrote Walk Away Joe by Trisha Yearwood. That was one of his things. He also wrote House of Love by Amy Grant. I mean, just amazing cornucopia of ideas, along with my other dear friend Stan Cars, another writer. And we got together one day, and I had been screwing around in the studio, and I made this little musical idea, and I played it for him. And I think we wrote this song in probably about 30 minutes, actually sitting where you are right now in our studio.
Okay.
And it just came from a place of we started tossing around ideas. And I talked about how when I was growing up, anytime I had a new little crush on somebody at school, I would always ask my mom, how do you know when you found the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with? And, Mom would just kind of look at me and say, don't worry, son, you're never going to find that. So, no, she would say,
carry on now, wayward son.
Right, exactly.
A little comedy there.
There you go.
Yeah, no, she would, Mama would look at me and tell me that when you find that person, I don't think you're going to have to ask those kinds of questions. I think you'll just know. So yeah, that's where the song came from, and it's called LOA, and it goes a little something like this.
Kick her off.
All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You walk in here like you own the place. You like a smile on the billboard interstate. You take control of the room, heads turning around. I'm slipping into everything, you're smoothing down. Hey, love. You don't do what the good girls do. Hey, love. But that's what keeps me wanting you. Turn my nothing into something. Make me feel like summer's coming. Say the word and we'll be running. Oh, I found my heart stop beating. You took away my breathing. Started right looking in your eyes. It was love on arrival. You got me down and sweet, yeah. From the moment that we met, you're what I wanna live without. It was love on arrival. LOA, love on arrival. I'm here to stay. Love on arrival. Sugar took my breath away. I didn't walk in and fall in love with you. After everything I was going through, even though you didn't show it on your face, we were both coming from a lonely place. Hey, love. You don't do what the good girls do. Hey, love. But that's the thing that keeps me wanting you. Turn my nothing into something. Made me feel like summer's coming. Say the word and we'll be running. I felt my heart stop beating. You took away my breathing. Started right looking in your eyes. It was love on arrival. You got me down and sweet, yeah. From the moment that we met, going on, wanna live without. It was love on arrival. LOA, love on arrival. I'm here to stay. Love on arrival. Sugar took my breath away. I felt my heart stop beating. You took away my breathing. Sunday Friday looking in your eyes. You got me down in swing from the moment that we met. I don't wanna live without you. LOA, love on arrival. I'm here to stay. Love on arrival. Sugar took my breath away.
Wow. Nice. It's got a good beat, easy to dance to. I'll give it a 98.
I'll take it. 98 out of 1,000?
Out of 100. Out of 100.
What can we do to earn those 2 extra points, Chip?
Well,
please.
We'll mix in talent. How about that?
That's
There
right.
we go. Get those extra 2 points. All right. That is a great song, LOA by Rockland Road and led by Brother March over there. We're going to take a break right now. Be back with our final segment. It's the Roundtable Christmas Show here on WGNS.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 31st. So call now and you'll save even more. Here's the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
First Shot, growing in Christ with life and athletic skills.
So we teach God's Word at everything we do to implant it in them so that they understand that the only way to get through the world is with God on their side.
First Shot founder and executive director Andy Herzer.
Our focus is on our inner city here at Patterson Park.
From academics to athletics, First Shot's focus is toward building a stronger, more courageous spirit to face opportunities and obstacles that our youth confront every day. To find out more about First Shot, go to firstshottn.org.
Chip Walters here with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. I was named a top 10 agent in the #1 Exit Realty office in America in 2021. The top question I get around town, how's the market? Good question. And the answer's changed a few times this year alone. I'd like to know what you've heard and share some solid data we have. Give me a call and let's have a cup of coffee and take a look at what's happening in your neighborhood. All my contact info is right on my website, choosechip.net. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Premier 6 Theater on Broad in Jackson Heights.
Let's all go to the movies.
Check out what's showing at murfreesboromovies.com. Popcorn popped fresh daily.
Movies at the good old Premier 6.
Premier 6 on Broad in Jackson Heights.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Welcome back into the Roundtable Christmas Show. Chip Walters here. Glad to have you with us again today. And a week away from Christmas. Hope everybody has a great time. And I get to spend some time with the Martin family here in Hendersonville at their studio. And you know them now as Rockland Road, and you can find them online. Kel, where can they find everybody?
You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. Am I missing anything?
X,
yeah.
I don't use it, but
yeah.
we do.
Hey, we're all over the place.
At Rockland Road.
And
Rockland Road.
On Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you stream music, we're probably haunting it. So
ROCKLAND.
Well, and by the way, if you wondered, ROAD.
Forgot the last part.
RocklandRoad.com.
There is a Rockland Road in Hendersonville. I guess that's where the name had to come from, unless it's just a crazy coincidence.
We don't live on it. That would be rather
weird.
revealing of our.
Now, the story goes, my parents began a recording studio in the basement of their home when I was a baby. I guess they began it before I was born, but by the time my brother and I came along, it got kind of loud with kids running around upstairs when they're trying to record vocals downstairs. So they bought some property down on Rockland Road in Hendersonville, an old tile factory that was out of business, and they gutted it and turned it into a publishing company and a recording studio. And they ran that for many years. My dad he loved publishing. He's a song man and has always, loved that business and produced a whole lot of records. And it got to growing and growing, and their career got to growing, the Oak Ridge Boys, and eventually they bought in and it became their headquarters and their studio. And they were there for many years. And about maybe 25 years ago now,
1998, yeah,
they sold that building and studio and business to Ricky Skaggs. And so he has Skaggs Family Records there and his operation there now.
Well, speaking of the Oaks, they had their the final tour, and of course they lost Joe this year. But did you all get to go see one of their shows at all during this final tour for the Oak Ridge Boys?
We actually, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. We got to, we got to open for them at the Kansas State Fair.
Yeah.
Twice.
Nice.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But Kansas State Fair, we got to open for them, and it was just, it's always like a big family reunion anytime we share the stage with them, because all of the band members are just like family. We've known them and for years, and obviously our granddad is our family. So it's like, it's really fun. And usually they'll get us up on stage to help them sing Elvira and Bobby Sue, and it's really a fun time.
And Ben James that took the place of, nobody's going to replace Joe Bonzel. That's just a fact. But Joe actually handpicked the guy that would go sing, in his place. His name is Ben James, and he is just a fantastic guy. So fun.
Actually got to hang out with him at the CMA. We sat together at the CMAs and we just hung out the whole night, and he's
just an amazing person, and has really brought some life and fun, to
it's been a heavy year.
It's been a really sad year, on many fronts for the Oak Ridge Boys. They've lost, my dad and I counted, in 5 months' time, they lost 16 people that were very, very important, to them. Former employees, friends of the family, family members, William Lee's son, Rusty.
We did a show with the Goldens, Rockland Road did up in Indiana back in the summer. Rusty got sick. That was about a month before he passed. I had to play piano for him that night, fill in, and he was so excited about us all working together, too. It was so very heartbreaking. I got home, then I was here at the studio that night that Rusty passed, and I got home, and when I walked in, Jamie was on the phone with her dad, and I could tell it was bad news, so I was assuming Joe, because we knew Joe was really, really frail and weak. And when I walked in, she got off the phone, she said, that was Dad, and he said, I got some bad news, and she said, oh, Joe. He said, no. I said, Rusty. And we were just like, wow. And a week later, Joe was gone.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Donna Sturbin's father-in-law died the same day as my mom. So it's just been a very sad year. So when we got to sing and open for them, that was just a healing time for all of us, just really enjoying each other's company and appreciating, I know they're not going to be on the road forever, although they might surprise us, but they are going into 2025. They decided to extend their farewell tour.
Go out west, maybe.
Yeah, because they just wanted to get around and say thank you to so many venues and fairs and festivals and theaters, people that have been coming to see them for years and people that have been hiring them for years. So exciting that we got to be part of it, and we plan to see him again.
I mean, our family as a band, we've modeled ourselves. I mean, when I was in exile, the Oaks were sort of our role models as far as how we did our business. Dwayne, before I even met Dwayne, and I joined Exile in 1988, those guys loved him, and they said we model our business after the Oaks, how they took care of their money and all that stuff, and just that's how we try to do our family. It's like how to take care of, go love on people. We're so grateful every time we get a booking. We go there and, you don't just walk in and go, oh, it's great to have us here. I know. We're truly humbled every time we get a date in the books.
I remember, when I was younger, growing up around my grandparents and my granddad especially, he was my granddad. I never understood truly how, just the extent of their success and how just impactful they were. To country music and music in general and live shows. And it was just, I never understood it. So the older I've gotten, I just am so grateful for the impact that he's had on all of us, our entire family, on how we perform, how we write music, how we treat others.
Yeah.
And because it's not about us and like, guys, look at us on stage. This is about this is about the audience. This is what they want. We're just storytellers, and I've gotten that so I guess ingrained in the way that what I believe because of my granddad, and he's just been a really important figure in all of our lives.
Oh boy, and such great entertainers. I remember seeing them in the late '80s when they sold out at Murphy Center. Saw them again. I saw them at the Kentucky State Fair one year up in Freedom Hall, and when I was living in Louisville for a very short time, and it just so happened that they came out, and I called my buddy Donna. I said, "Hey, tell Richard I need to get in the show." So I did that, and got to do that. So it's been a great career, and what a great salute to them, this year with the fans and everybody who's gotten to see them. You hooked me up in Las Vegas to see Marty.
We're gonna talk about that on air.
You hooked me up to see Marty, but it was great, and also speaking of shows that remind me of you guys a lot. I got a chance to see ELO when they were in Nashville.
Oh, wow.
We were out of town that night. I would have loved to have seen that.
Man.
I had a friend go see
just
that.
unbelievable. So, and they remind me so much of you all because they put so much into the production part of what they do and making sure everything sounds and looks perfect and all that. So
that's a compliment.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Really?
All over the world. That was one of the first songs.
I know
we started
that's what
doing.
reminds me of you guys
Yes.
is the video that you all did for all over the world.
Oh my
in
gosh.
this room.
In this room.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
And I was wondering if Jeff Lynne has ever had a chance to see that.
I don't know, but people have shared it a bunch to
It's got way over a million
ELO's
views.
Facebook page.
way
It's
up there, yeah.
still, we'll
Yeah.
have people in other countries still. Hi, hello from Sweden.
Brilliant.
I love you.
So we get these
Brilliant.
little-
We love you. That kind of thing.
And I'll tell you this, I did have a broken leg when we shot that video.
Oh yeah.
It was during your
Bring that
broken
back.
bone era.
Yeah, it was my broken bone.
If you look closely in that video, Kale's playing the piano, and you look up against the wall. There's crutches and
Yeah.
I tell you, now I don't know if Jeff Lynne has seen our cover, but I do know we did a Chicago cover, and there was a friend of Peter Cetera's in the audience who recorded us singing.
Yeah, we were singing live, yeah.
Wishing You Were Here, and they sent it to Peter, and he sent back his compliments. And then
Also the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I was going to say,
right.
Mike Love heard our cover of In My Room, and he was so tickled by it that he invited us to come out and see them at the Skirmerhorn downtown, and we got to go back and meet Mike and Bruce Johnston, and they were just
excellent show.
amazing.
That
And-
was
yeah.
I have a memory of being in second grade. I was a 7-year-old and my mom picks me in talent from school. Talent was probably 5. And she goes, "Girls, I have a surprise. Y'all ready?" And we were like, "What?" And she goes, "We're going to go see the Beach Boys tonight." And we were like, "What?" No, like a 7-year-old who it was
We knew
really
all those
funny.
songs.
But
It was
yeah,
great.
it was amazing. Yeah.
Well, it is, and it's been amazing to watch your kids grow up, Jamie and Paul, and because I remember, Texas was when I first met. She was kind of tomboyish. She was playing,
yeah.
and now it's what the young lady, and then Kel is him, and March is what March is, and,
Whatever he is.
Hey,
He's my
March is-
guy.
He's the party guy. He brings the fun always.
Yeah.
There's
so.
no question about that. No question about that. So, getting close to wrapping up here. So, what's Christmas going to be like for you guys this year? It's going to be different.
It'll be
but
yeah,
it'll
it'll
be
be
different,
bittersweet,
but
you
it'll
know.
be good.
It'll be
Absolutely.
bittersweet. Yes, it's one of those things I think we always really enjoy, especially the last couple of seasons of Christmas. And then we get to Christmas Day, we just sit in our house and go one at a time, one person opening one present at a time, so everybody can see everything that everybody has shopped and bought. And but more than that, just listening and laughing. And we always try. We don't have to spend a lot of money. We love these kids know Goodwill better than. Every
yes.
thrift
We're there every
store
other
from
day.
here to the Mississippi River, they know them all, and so it's fun because it's a treasure hunt, So we love to surprise each other and just really sit and enjoy our time together. Because I used to tell them all, there will be one day that there won't be all 6 of us living under one roof. So let's enjoy this. We've always just been real aware of that. That times
Yeah,
come to an end.
Savor every moment. I mean,
just savor.
I
it
know,
all.
like with Jamie, I lost my mother 35 years ago this year. My father 25. They were young, and I was
Yeah.
young when I lost them. And it's like, I know when Jamie came home on Easter Sunday from the hospital after that happened, she goes, I now understand what it felt like to lose your mom.
Yeah,
Paul.
nobody prepares you for that.
And she said,
feeling.
and she goes, and it sucks. I said, oh, I know. And I said, it gets easier in time, but there's not a day goes by you. Man, I wish I could pick up the phone and my kids have never met none of my parents, so it's like I never got that opportunity to go, hey, guess what we're doing this week? It's always bittersweet, but there's been times I've called my father-in-law and I say, okay, Dwayne, you'll understand this. I'm going to do a little bragging here and you can get it. Okay. He goes, come on.
Yeah. So, as it is, it is going to be a little bit different, but going to wish everyone a Merry Little Christmas. So that's a great way to put a final bow on our show today.
Hang on a second. What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, mine is way different. I'm not going to a bowl game in Hawaii this year or anywhere, but I'll spend some time with my sister and her family a little bit, but it's way different for me now than it was even 15 or 20 years ago. So, but it's a little bit different, but it'll be good. I'll spend some time with family and enjoy it.
It'll be good indeed, and we'll be right back on the Rockland Road Show. Thank you.
There you go. Absolutely. Right so let's wish everybody a Merry Little Christmas, folks.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
One, start it. 2, 3, 4.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star up on the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Very nice. And with that, we say goodbye. I want to wish Paul and Jamie, March, Kel, Texas, and Talent, thank you all for having us here. And I want to wish all of you a great Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
to everybody.
All right, that is it for today, folks. We'll be back again very soon with another edition of the Roundtable here on WGNS. Merry Christmas, everybody.